QE1 is the nickname given to the Federal Reserve's initial round of quantitative easing. That's when the Federal Reserve massively increased its standard open market operations. It purchased the debt from its member banks. The debt was mortgage-backed securities, consumer loans, treasury bills, bonds, and notes. Why does this matter to you? Let's nerd out. You'll remember, because we've talked about it on the show several times, that QE1 started initially in 2008. To simplify a nerdy topic, the Fed purchased mortgage-backed securities to keep mortgage rates low. The program started with the purchase of a mere $500 billion in mortgage-backed securities. It was actually a smart move after the Great Recession that forced interest rates down, making money cheap, and jump-starting the economy. The only problem is, it worked too well, and it led to QE2, QE3, QE4, and actually, some people say it never really stopped. They just stopped calling it quantitative easing. Case in point, it's 2021 and the Fed is still running the same playbook, buying billions of dollars of mortgage-backed securities to keep interest rates low. Why are they still doing this? Some say they couldn't back off. The market needed a buyer to keep rates low, and while they've tried, they've never really been successful at backing out of their original plan. Until now, they're just now finally seeing a way out. One could argue that their out was a bit manufactured, but whatever. Why? Well, St. Louis Fed President James Bullard recently said the Fed was surprised with how much inflation we currently have. Surprised by inflation? These guys are uber smart and don't get caught off guard too often. That statement seems disingenuous at best, and nevertheless, the end result of inflation is this. They finally get to stop buying mortgage-backed securities, which will do what? Send rates higher. Why will this work? Because it's a balancing act. Markets heat up, inflation ticks up, we don't need cheap money anymore to stimulate the economy. We actually need the opposite. We need higher rates to slow it down. So while this may have surprised the St. Louis Fed president, it actually seems to make sense and gives the Fed an out to stop something that started in 2008, and while slightly different, still continues today. In my opinion, it's actually a good thing. We have so many fabricated markets with artificial influences. It's a billion, if not trillion-dollar balancing act, all done behind the scenes. Hey, maybe there really is a man behind the curtain. See you guys next week.